Hi guys, welcome once again. Grab your cup of tea because guys, as you can see, people are meeting up for cups of tea. Welcome once again to Tea with Miss T. I'm Zakana Matabele and I'm so excited to be here. Today I think I'm more relaxed than the last time. So I was just so excited when I saw people writing me WhatsApp messages, and Facebook messages, giving me different kinds of topics that they would want us to talk about. And there was just so many interesting topics and I did not know which one to go for. However, I was just so interested about, people who were asking about Cherry Star Films, what's in the name, how did Cherry Star Films come about, just wanted to know generally about business, running a business. And I thought, okay, maybe this should be, the first topic that I start with. Okay, so I've always known that I wanted to go into business. Firstly, because obviously growing up in a family that runs a business, that would only make sense why I would want to go into business. But the thing is that I never thought that I would actually go into production, like film production. My idea was to go into cosmetics. I even had a notebook where I wrote everything down, like the name of the cosmetic products, and I thought this is going to be the biggest, product to hit the beauty industry. I was so excited about it, and so obviously I didn't go into cosmetics, and so yeah, so that's the idea. So okay, then fine. I've always loved storytelling. I will start the how Cherry came about. I've always loved storytelling from a very young age. I used to be this child that loved telling stories. Growing up at Kasi, there's this thing that we call maskitlan, right? Where you have, where we gather stones and then we start creating characters from that. So with me, every other child, I think for them it was just let's play and then the next day it's another story. For me, guys, I continued with the same story. It was like a series kind of a thing. So sometimes I would just gather my friends and everyone would just sit there, listen to me, playing this story as though we are right there in that story. So this is how my love for storytelling began. But I didn't think that this would be something that I would go into. I remember at the age of 19 buying notebook. Guys, I buy notebooks. So I bought notebooks because I was thinking, but then what do I do with these stories that are so much in my mind? And what do I do with them? So that is where my script writing started. I started writing stories in that notebook. I still have both notebooks for the cosmetics and the scripts. So I went into that and okay, so I decided, okay, so what do I do then? I write these stories, but then what's gonna happen after? So I realized that there's what's called script writing. You write scripts, you sell them. Hey guys, okay, fine. I thought, girl, now you're going to make money, start writing scripts and then sell those scripts. That was the plan. And I remember late 2011 when I joined Facebook, I was busy on people's inboxes going, asking anything I could possibly ask about film. Like whenever I see that this person seems to be, in the industry of film, I would just go in there and then inbox. Some didn't answer me, some answers were harsh, some were mean, but it's okay. I got over it, and I remember this one person saying to me, you know what, forget it, you are not gonna make it. Guys, I remember how discouraged I was after that guy told me I'm not gonna make it in the film industry. He said, you didn't even study film. I have a lot of friends that work in that industry, and I know you're not gonna make it because they went to school for this and. The most discouraging part about that was I was coming back from church. When you're coming back from church, you're all charged up, by the word of God, the praise and worship, just fellowshipping with your brethren, and then the next thing you come back and someone says to you, you are not going to make it. So that was so discouraging. However, I told myself, you know what, I'm not gonna give up because this guy says so. And there was this kind enough person that inboxed me and said to me, you know what, this selling of scripts thing is not as easy as you might think it to be. The one thing that you would want to do would actually to register your own production company. In that way, that you'll be able to produce your own scripts. So I decided, hey, now I'm so charged up. I'm thinking, now I want to go and register a production company. I remember sitting my parents down and saying, guys, I want to register a production company. And they were like, okay, it's all right, register your company, we are for that. So one of the things I guess I could say that I'm blessed, because my parents, every time I said to them, this is what I wanted to do, they've always been there. Like, they are really, really present for anything. So I'm really blessed in that part. So, okay, fine. My dad takes me to this guy who has he's a business consultant, and he says, okay, my daughter wants to register a company. And he was like, no, it's not a problem, I'll assist her. And I remember, I think we paid him half for him to reserve the name. And okay, we stayed for months and didn't go back to him. Okay, he reserved the name. It was Cherry Star Productions. And so we went back to him months later. That was in 2014. Months later, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready now to register. And he's like, sorry girl, your name has been taken. Cherry Star Productions has been registered. And I'm like, what? That's not possible. Cherry Star is my name. And it's like, no, but you can always use your surname or your initials, whatever. And I said, no, let's rather take out the production and leave Cherry Star. And that's how the films came about. So I decided, let's go for Cherry Star Films. Okay, so what's in the name? I actually prayed about the name even before I registered the company. And because obviously I pray about everything. So I prayed about the name and said, God, okay, I'm going into this production thing. What do we do? I need a name. At first, I had a list of, my initials and the surname. And, I just had different thoughts of what to use in terms of getting the right name for the production. And one thing that came was light and was fruitful. And whenever you think cherry is a fruit, and star means that you are bringing light, right? And with that, I said, okay, whoever that will be part of Cherry Star Films, whether cast, whether crew, whether our clients, they will become fruitful and they will become the light. So whenever you think Cherry Star Films, you're thinking fruitful and light. So this is what it is about. One needs to be fruitful, one needs to become the light in whichever area that you find yourself in. So we pride ourselves in that, which is why, in us telling stories, we believe also in telling stories that bring more encouragement to people, stories that bring hope, stories that bring healing, stories that speak to one's heart. It's for us, it's not just about, telling stories for the sake of it. It doesn't matter how the story begins. At the end, one needs to be able to experience healing in it, encouragement in it, hope in it, courage in it, because this is what we believe in how we tell our stories. So I want to speak just to people who are thinking of going into business, because I know that a lot of people, I think at a distance, everyone thinks business is all glam, it's a smooth road, and everything just comes nje. No, it doesn't. First of all, one needs to be persistent, one needs to be patient, one needs to work hard. And remember, always remember your vision for your life, vision for your business. Remember all the time, why did I start? Because rough times will come, discouraging days will come, rejection days will come. And when those kind of moments come, always remember this one thing: why did I start? Remember your vision. One thing I always say to people is that your vision may not necessarily be understood by everyone. Chances are no one is going to understand even the vision for your company or vision for your life in general. But it is you who will understand it. And do not allow anyone to ever discourage you into giving up on your own vision, because at the end of the day, the journey is yours. At the end of the day, the vision is yours to carry. And don't expect anyone to carry it for you. And don't expect people to always cheer for your vision. You need to be your greatest cheerer. So make sure that whatever that you do, so there would be people who feel like, I think I can't do this anymore, I want to give up, this is hard. And I always say, you know what, if you feel like you want to quit, let it be your own decision. Let it not be driven because someone said so. If someone says to you, this is not working, let it go, then that's not the right, or rather, how do I put this? That is not the reason why you should quit. If you need to quit, let it be out of your own will, not because someone said something. Like I said, there will be discouraging days, there will be rejections, there will be days where you go to bed crying because you're thinking, this is not working. So it is not going to be an easy road. But remember why you started. And whenever you go into business, go wholeheartedly. Do not go half-heartedly, because it's easy to give up. Quitting, very easy. Letting go, it's very easy, very, very, very easy. But then being persistent, being patient, those are some of the things, because at the end of the day, you will be tested in the journey. Whatever journey that you take in life, not just in business, you will always be tested. And it is always up to you whether you want to quit or you're going to stay on. Stay the course and go with it. Do what makes you happy, guys. Do what makes you happy. Follow what your heart wants to follow. If you want to pursue something and it's in your heart, do it. Do it. Do it. That's all I can say to you. Do it. Okay? And so I'm so excited, guys, also because I'll be inviting, also people that are in business, and they're also going to share their journey, in business, some of the challenges, their successes, so I haven't really shared much on it today. It was just an intro, of Cherry, how everything just started, because if I were to go into details, I would speak about my Cherry for days. But then I'm not going to go into that today. This way, we're just this like small nuggets to say, okay, guys, this is what Cherry is about. This is not even it's not even 90% of what's happening at Cherry. This was just the 10%. Like I said, it's just the nuggets, and also just to encourage someone who's thinking to go, into business. So I'm just so excited for days where I'll be inviting guests. I think it will make more sense now to say come and have tea with Miss T, you know, where we'll have real conversations, you know, with people. And yeah, so this is what it is about. So make sure, guys, to subscribe, invite your friends to subscribe. And thank you so much once again for tuning in. Till next Wednesday, we'll be sharing one other topic, but we'll get to it on a Wednesday. So I'm so excited, guys, once again, you know, just thinking about the journey ahead. And thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Do not forget to subscribe. Till we meet on Wednesday, with love and peace from me.